Welcome back to April Anger. For this round we have Ridley against Hero. So for everybody wondering, we're having 3 mini brackets. The first mini bracket is Hero, Ridley, and Richter. They will all be fighting each other once, and we'll be using their analytics to determine who moves on. Out of the 9 remaining fighters not in the tournament, 2 of them will get to move on, which at this point is pretty bad chances, but not impossible. Alright, now, this match, Hero seems to have taken an early lead. For anyone who doesn't know, Oomph and the other Hero Strength spell, I can't remember the name of it at the moment, they both do give you slightly increased knockback. So that's why Hero went that for. Accelerado also gives you enhanced knockback. So if you start stacking the different techniques, you can become a very strong character, but you can also die just so quickly. Hero going for the high recovery, eating a ledge attack for that. Getting dragged across the stage again. And then both the fighters just decided to not hit each other of any consequence. I think they're now auto-healing. Oh no, Ridley's dead. But if it wasn't for that they would be auto-healing faster than they were dealing damage to each other. Hero going for an up throw combo. I don't think he has any, at least at low percent. I know that his up throw kills at high percent with Oomph. Ridley psyching out Hero with an air dodge. Not sure what he was going for there. And using his up special on center stage. Yeah, that's something you see all the time. Very effective. Ridley getting spiked after a full hop. This round is not looking good for him. I mean, you could probably figure that out too just by counting, but these matches are still best of 1. So any turnaround will be incredibly influential. Killing Hero with an up smash out of shield. More commentary as hype play emerges. Oh, getting edge guarded by Hero. And after I'd gone on record multiple times saying that Ridley will always make it back. Well, Hero wins the Ridley v Hero battle. Would you look at those numbers? Next is Richter against Hero. Grabbed the wrong amiibo. Surprised they thought of that. Alright, great song on Battlefield. Both competitors go for a move that could not possibly hit their opponent at the very start. I think they both went for dash attack. Richter almost just had his life ended, kind of showing why you don't want to try to edgeguard people as a Belmont. You want to try to ledge trap people as a Belmont. Not that you can't edgeguard from time to time, especially because the whip reaches so far out you can edgeguard from on stage often. But if you go low, you're probably going to die. Hero getting the first hit of the 2-hit combo. Maybe... There it is again. At least he got a grab off of it that time, but if you went for a grab, he should have pummeled. Richter gets an A for effort, though, for trying to edgeguard Hero. And then he gets critical down smashed for jabbing a shield. Trying to ledge trump Hero. Rather strange choice. Of course, that's these amiibo in a nutshell. So the plan is that after we narrow down the 2 finalists to make it into the entry level of the tournament, we're going to streamline the bracket creation this year. I know a lot of people had hard times figuring out how to do it last year, so I'm just going to make some sort of online form that everyone will fill out. That way, no matter what sort of programs or software you have downloaded, you can still fill it out. Although I guess you couldn't if you didn't have any internet browser, but I mean, this is 2021, like pretty much everyone does. Also, it's a Facebook group, so pretty much everyone has to, or at least download Facebook. Well, I suppose you could just randomly find the videos on the YouTube channel, which I guess if you did, then congratulations, glad you found us. Not entirely sure why you're still here, but hey, we won't turn anyone away. And maybe you could join the next year when, well, after whenever you're seeing this. I don't know when you're watching this. And that's Richter dead. Alright, so Hero winning both battles is definitely heavily weighted in his favor. We're still going to have the Richter versus Ridley battle just in case we need that data. And I mean, you guys were expecting it anyway, so might as well deliver on my promises. Alright, both contenders deciding to play off stage, or at least as close as they can get to it. Great for Ridley, terrible for Richter. Richter not getting up fast enough, eating like 7 fireballs. Getting down smashed. This is not looking good for him. Ridley with the gutsy up beyond stage. In fact, it's really gutsy because Richter has like 4 or 5 different options that all prevent that entirely. That was a very long-range tether. Okay, didn't really matter anymore, but if only you could teach Amiibo to ledge trap. Holy Water is just so strong on the Belmonts. No joke, if you ever want to learn how to ledge trap, pick a Belmont. You want to be about 5 character lengths from the stage. If you stack them right next to each other, it doesn't make it back. But at that specific range, your Holy Water and your Axe will get really close to the ledge. And if you ever run out of those, you can throw in a cross boomerang. Ridley don't get... Okay, Ridley at least shielded it. Ridley going for another terrible up B. And Richter trying to edge guard Ridley. A sentence never really thought I'd say. I do have to give shoutouts to Richter, though, for that offensive down tilt. Nobody ever seems to see it coming. It is a great escape tool, but it can also, you know, just launch yourself towards the opponent. Ridley bailing, gaining center stage, giving up center stage, getting edge guarded, dragging Richter across the stage. That's a fun word. Stage. Just the spiciest commentary here. I think Richter's dead. Yep. In order to make it back, he would have had to have air dodged early enough, possibly jumped, and he still might not have been able to. He got sent at one of the worst angles. Alright, so Ridley wins his second match. The next mini bracket will be composed of Lucina, Chrom, and Corrin, who, upon further inspection, are all Fire Emblem characters. Alright, first match is Chrom against Lucina. Also, all three of these characters have capes. Maybe that's just a Fire Emblem thing, though. Chrom with a very impressive shield breaker parry. Not something you usually want to go to, because if you mess it up, you either get hit or shield broken, and then hit very hard. Not snapping the ledge. He's going to get hit a couple of times in the face for that. But then Lucina decided to taunt. Great mind game with the neutral special, though. It has a lot less lag than it used to. Remember when the game first came out, everyone would, me included, would get hit by that, because it used to have just way too much lag to ever just throw out there. Oh, that would have killed Lucina if they hadn't have traded. I'm pretty sure. Chrom going for the rollback punish. Very popular among the competitive community. Hit their shield and then retreat. And he jumps into a forward air and dies. The one trade may have cost him the game. Especially because he went for an up air there instead of like any of his other moves. That was a fun interaction, though. Knocking Lucina off the ledge. Did you know Dolphin Slash has invulnerability or invincibility? I can't remember which, for the first 2 or 3 frames? Well, now you know. It occurs to me that I don't think Chrom ever learned how to use smash attacks. Which is... Was that a dash attack? Anyways, that's a terrible disability for Chrom to have, because that it is just such an early kill option. He's nailing these grabs, though. course, you could argue that instead Lucina is unsafely pressuring his shield. But, of course, you also can't teach amiibo spacing, I'm pretty sure. The AI actually used to have a problem where... So I guess, backstory time. One of the first text... Oh, Phantom Footstool. Double Footstool. Alright. Anyways, one of the first texts that people discovered in Smash Ultimate was... I don't think it got given a name because it didn't turn out to be extremely useful. But it was, you know, like day one tech. You would dash forward, shield, and then grab. And it would slightly extend the range of your grab. You don't particularly see it that often. Like, I'm sure there are characters who benefit from it because their normal grab is better than their dash grab. But of all the techniques to practice it, it wasn't too useful because you could only do it out of an initial dash. And, you know, if your opponent mixes up their spacing, then you'll probably get it wrong anyway, so people will usually just dash grab instead. It's more versatile to change beforehand, and you don't telegraph it by shielding partway through your dash. Although I guess you could benefit from having your shield out partway through your dash, but then that might mess up the timing. Anyways, the AI would try to do that if you did it to him too much. So I made sure to stop doing it to the amiibo, because the end result was that just they would grab way too early every time and miss every grab. But Chrom doesn't seem to be suffering from that. He also doesn't seem to be pummeling ever. Unlike Lucina, who just pummeled him twice. Starting a combo with an up tilt and then not following up. Overextends on that combo, gets hit for it by Lucina's patented hit the opponent once and then taunt combo. Ooh, I think Chrom's dead. Oh nope, he had a jump. He can make that. Oh, that's the game. There are risks to edgeguarding Chrom, especially when he has a stock lead. That's a victory for Chrom. Some of you may remember back in the day before that move was nerfed. Next is Corrin against Lucina, by the way. Before that move was nerfed, it would always kill the opponent first. So Chrom's basically had no reason to not go for it. So they always would. Oh, that's right. Corrin is also one of the taunting amiibo. This is going to be an interesting fight. But thankfully learning is set to off so that they can't learn more taunting from each other. Maybe the excessive taunting is why they're now fighting for their lives. Well, to participate in the tournament, but lives is more dramatic. I think they both just got punished for taunting there. It was hard to tell because the first one got cancelled too quickly. Now it almost feels like they're competing to see who can taunt the most. I haven't been counting, but... but it really feels like they are. Up there's the chainsaw blade into stab combo. I was talking about in another video with Corrin. No, I'm not going to look it up. Both fighters struggling to kill the other one while continuously taunting. Oh, Lucina with a forward air from across stage at 170%. Corrin not even pressuring Lucina off stage. Finally killing with a back air from across the stage. 27. Oh, alright. This is why you do not up special on stage, because sometimes you will get punished for 30%. They're both just doing oh, alright, getting a dolphin slash gimp. But they're both just dealing single hits to each other. It's kind of like watching Looney Tunes. Just hit, 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 hit. My turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. Oh, Corrin with the tech, saving her life. Back here from across stage with another 60% that would kill. I was kidding, Corrin. What was Lucina thinking? She was charging the smack. Ugh. Ah, the old up air to taunt combo. Taunting so much I can't even come up with jokes anymore. Corrin is just stepping on Lucina's face, though. Ultimately ineffective as the footstool distance is not greater than the dolphin slash distance. But it's an option I never considered. Run to ledge footstool. Corrin has a jump, so she'll make it back. And now she's off stage again. She doesn't hit Lucina in the next 10 seconds. Well, I was going to say she would have healed up to full. Almost had something going there, and then she got hit. Got dolphin. Oh, and a non-sweet spot down air. Well, if it looks stupid but it works, it's not stupid. Lucina wins that match. So the third match in this trio is Chrom against Corrin. Of course, Chrom has the advantage. It's because he's already won a match. Meaning that if he wins the second one, he will have 2 victories, which significantly increases his odds of making it further. Oh, goes for an early spike there. I mean, I don't know if it would have killed, because I don't know the knockback percentage of Chrom's spike at low percents. Corrin getting caught by the ether. So Chrom knows to run away. Lucina didn't know to run away, but Chrom knows to run away. He's ducking at the ledge so he can down tilt Corrin, and then he didn't, but this is the amiibo who I couldn't teach jab to back air. Corrin with her first taunt. Chrom as a rushdown character hasn't given her much chance at all to taunt. Double grab combo, those are pretty rare, especially because of the grab cooldown rules. But then Corrin knew to dodge the next grab. This is definitely a lot higher tier gameplay than some of the other matches we've had tonight. I guess that's kind of the risk you run when you pair up all the losers together. And I know it's kind of harsh to call them losers, but they all have lost a match. Chrom going for a down air again. Running into the chainsaw. I don't know, I think he could have shielded partway through. Gets ledge attacked for trying to hold out a charged move at the ledge. That's just what happens. Needing to find a kill on Corrin here. And Corrin uses more smash attacks than Chrom does. Oh, hey, look, smash attack. Tried to combo it out of jab. There's the down air connecting on stage. Double ledge trump. Down throw to catching a landing on a platform. Chrom is just rolling into that every time. The down throw to combo to punish. He needs to kill Corrin soon if he has any chance of winning. And when he's going for very deep spikes like that, and not shielding the down airs. Could have up smashed that, but he went for an up tilt. Air dodging back to stage perpetually. Corrin's been at 100% for about a minute, and Chrom still can't kill her. Down air to taunt to punish Chrom's approach. Getting the spike! You have other kill moves, and now you're gonna get killed. Corrin holding the ledge for just a little bit too long, almost got killed for it. Going for another spike on stage. So, if everything goes optimally, this would be the last round of qualifiers. So, when this video goes up shortly after that, I'll start making the bracket. Then once the bracket's made, anyone can start submitting, and once the bracket's started on, then I can announce it to new people as well. People who probably wouldn't be interested in a preseason, but are at least willing to fill out a bracket for, well, pretty much a guaranteed prize. I haven't counted how many prizes we have, but I think it's about 20 at this point. And we had 3 bracket submissions last year. So, at this rate, everyone who enters gets a prize. So, as much of a hard time I was giving Chrom earlier, he's... oh, except for maybe jump, jump, jump. Alright, that works. I was gonna say he's doing a pretty good job of not dying so far, even into the high percents. Which is great for Chrom because... well, it's great for Chrom because the extra rage will help him kill even earlier. Like, just a smash attack would probably kill Corrin. Corrin's a little heavier than you'd think, but... there, that's a great time to punish with, like, down smash. Finally gets killed with a forward air off the top. 2 minutes left. Chrom has to kill Corrin to maintain the life tie. We're not going by... I think this is the first time it's come up, too. We're not going by... even though this is the custom tournament rule set. We're not going by actual tournament rules in the case of the sudden death scenario. Because first of all, with the auto heal, it's kind of unfeasible to try to check who had what percent at the end of the match. And secondly, because I've had a very slight grievance with those rules, I think the sudden death scenario is fine because then you can't camp out your opponent because you have the percent lead. At the same time, I kind of understand why they go for it, because the percent lead kind of dictates who has to approach a lot of the time. Basically, it's one of the symptoms of trying to play to win, not to have fun. Oh, Chrom goes for an edge guard, goes for an air dodge. He needs to kill Corrin in about... Why does he keep going for neutral B? He needs to kill Corrin in about 40 seconds and then not die. Just dropping into that recovery. Just not punishing Corrin for any of this. He might go to... Oh, nope, there's the forward smash! Where's that been the whole game? Alright, so Chrom needs to not die for 10 seconds and then win Super Sudden Death. Corrin, probably... She needs to edgeguard him right now. Nope, alright, then she also needs to win Super Sudden Death. Alright, it's all down to this. Falling out of the... Wow, that was a lot. Falling out of the Dancing Blade. That's kind of what happens when you mash it too quick, though. That's a risk you run. Chrom winning that game by just the smallest of margins. Putting him in a solid lead, though. He's one of 2 fighters who's won both of their matches. Which in this case means that if in the third bracket, which... by the way, is composed of Toon, Isabelle, and King K. Rool, that if every fighter wins one match, then Chrom and Hero will be making it onto the tournament. How sad Toon Link's amiibo fell over. Thankfully he's unhurt. And I actually got that in the wrong order. First match is... Oh no, it is Isabelle against Toon Link. I actually got that in the right order. Alright, we're on Kalos. It would benefit Toon Link, a projectile character. Isabelle also has projectiles, though. Large empty space helps her Lloyd rocket. It's harder to dodge. Well, you can't just jump around on platforms. And if you try to jump over it, you get a slingshot to the face. Just like jumping over landmines in real life. Toon Link also taunting, a strategy that's proven very ineffective so far. I suppose that's always the risk you run when you use spirits, though. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, expertly timed grab. Trading with a bomb I didn't even know existed. Toon Link is taunted, and I think he's gotten slingshotted every time. Give or take an error of 1 or 2. So, Isabelle on Toon Link. You have a pocket, you can absorb, well, I guess store any projectile you want for later. Did Toon Link just hold on to a bomb until it blew up? Anyways, you can pocket a projectile. It brings up a question, though, of which projectile do you value the most. Many characters with multiple projectiles have the strong projectile and the weak projectile that's fast. And typically it's a very good strategy to hold out for the big projectile. That could have been a great combo, but you taunted. Anyways, you hold out for the great projectile so that you can kill the opponent with it. Especially because when you have... If you do end up pocketing the weak projectile, you can usually use it in your neutral game. But the thing about Toon Link is that he has 3 moderate strength projectiles. Kinda brings up another question too, where if you pocket a projectile, Toon Link knows you cannot immediately pocket any other projectiles, and that gives him permission to use them even more. So you have to go for mind games of when you actually want to keep one of his projectiles. Also, the boomerang, if you pocket it, I believe he gets another. And with bombs and arrows, he definitely has infinite of those. Isabelle getting fancy. Misses a grab, though. Many people forget that the slingshot can kill you if you get hit by the first part of it. I don't know if it's because Isabelle and Villager have a hitbox there, or if it's because the projectile doesn't get weakened as much. Which is another mechanic I haven't explained. It's been in the game since Brawl, I believe. Where the longer projectiles go, the weaker they become. There are certain exceptions, though, like Snake's Nikita, and for some reason PK Thunder, that do more damage the longer they go. Anyways, the whole point of the effect is to try to discourage camping, so that if you go farther away from your opponent, you will be racking up damage, but even slower than you would otherwise. It does kind of help to negate the problem of the character who has projectiles against the character who doesn't. So there's kind of like a stage distance of maybe 3/4 the lengths of battlefield, where unless you're Min-Min, you probably don't want to keep your opponent there, because you can't do too much to them. Even though you have more range and can probably camp them, you would like them to be just a little bit closer so you could optimally camp them better, if that makes sense. Playing off stage at the last stock, that's always a risky proposition. You never know when you're going to get footstooled or spiked or counter edgeguarded. Toon Link recovering, but he has a bomb. Oh, he didn't recover fast enough to... Oh, I don't know if you can hear that audio glitch. It sounds like there's some sort of clicking. I'm pretty sure that's a Smash Brothers thing, because it happened ever since the bomb went off. Well, that's going to be annoying. And it just stopped. I'm going to make sure that's not just on my end. Because if it's in Smash Brothers, then it's interesting. If it's on my end, then it just means I'm a failure at recording audio. Or that someone set a chicken timer, egg timer I mean, in my apartment. Chicken timer. Oh, they both make it back. And there's the slingshot kill from up close. Couldn't have foreshadowed it better if I'd tried. Alright, Isabelle wins her match. Next is Toon Link against King K. Rool. By her match, I mean the first match. So I think at this point, Toon Link probably doesn't have any position in the tournament, because if he wins this, then he'd have to tie with Isabelle at best. And then since Hero and Chrom already have the advantage, they would be the only contenders left. So if Toon Link wins, then the best King K. Rool can do is win one match, in which case he doesn't make it into the tournament either. So really the only battle that matters is Isabelle against King K. Rool to see if Isabelle can win twice. And if she does, she has a 2/3 chance of making it in. Or... oh wait, I miscalculated. If King K. Rool wins this match and the next one, then he has a 2/3 chance of making it in. So this battle does matter, but not for Toon Link, only for King K. Rool. And if Toon Link wins, it's curtains for King K. Rool. I'm fairly certain. Can't wait for next year when this is even more convoluted. King K. Rool with like 3 ledge regrabs there. I'm surprised he didn't get killed. Because here's the thing about Toon Link's spike. It can hit people dangling at the ledge. And the thing is, you can actually hit the ground and live. It just, you know, doesn't happen too much because of ledge invincibility and other factors. It's really hard to 2-frame with. Oh, King K. Rool with a spicy blunderbuss combo, though. That's the kind of thing you see in montages. Did you forget about that cannonball? Well, I think many people did. Possibly some of the fighters. Toon Link getting up into that again. I'm pretty sure get up attack beats it. And King K. Rool wins. Free stocks Toon Link. I didn't even realize that Toon Link was on his last stock. 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Man, that was fast. Alright, so that does put us in a dilemma for the tournament, though. Because then whoever wins this match will have 2 wins as well. Meaning that there will be 3 fighters who all have 2 wins, putting them in contention. But in that case, I guess we would just do a 4th bracket, but with these 3 amiibo instead. Which means I'm going to have to start making that. Suppose I was kind of hoping that everything would go quickest. See, the cannonball is the big projectile. The thing about Isabelle and King K. Rool as well is that Isabelle can pick up the crown. I believe if she pockets it, King K. Rool might get it back. But I'm not entirely sure about that. But either way, Isabelle can pick up the crown and then pocket any cannonballs. The thing about pocket is that unlike reflectors, the projectile doesn't get stronger over time. So even if King K. Rool keeps absorbing the cannonball and then launching it back, it will never hit the damage threshold that projectiles cannot be reflected at. Just because I think Pocket ignores that and resets the projectiles to normal strength anyway. Alright, and our favorite audio glitch is back, so I think it's on my end. Which is good, because I would assume that means that you guys don't have to hear it or put up with it. Gonna have to check the recording in post, though. Alright, pretty much even reset. Isabelle taking the crown, proving that King K. Rool does not get it back, so that's one less option available to him. He could go for a lot of... Did he just knock the crown out of Isabelle's pocket? She probably tried to unpocket it to throw it. Now that I think about it, that makes a lot more sense. King K. Rool recovering high on stage. Isabelle missing the recovery. If everyone keeps doing that, then he's never going to learn. Get up attack beats blunderbuss. Surprised Toon never figured that out. King K. Rool with a taunt. I didn't know he was a taunter. At least with King K. Rool, his taunt actually has belly armor on it. So it's, by that virtue alone, it's one of the best taunts in the game. Because it's one of the only taunts that provides a benefit. Other than, you know, mental damage on your opponent. Oh, missing the stomp, headbutt, confirm. Don't think it ever got a name. But it looks cool every time. That's a regrab. Surprised Isabelle didn't die for it. Okay, she died for it eventually. King K. Rool with the raw F smash. Microspacing that fishing pole. Not sure what to do with himself. Isabelle taunting. I didn't know she taunted either. I hope they're not learning from each other. Alright, so now they're both... Oh! Crown snipe from across the match. I forgot she was holding that. Shoutouts to Isabelle for catching me with another surprise game-ending attack. Game-ending. So we have 3 amiibo who have all won both of their matches. So they will be competing amongst themselves. So essentially what should happen is Hero, Chrom, and Isabelle will each fight one match with each other. Either they all draw or someone will win twice, because math works out like that. First match is Chrom versus Hero, by the way. If one person wins twice, then obviously they'll move on, and we can use the result of the match that the 2 who tied with to determine who moves on. If everyone wins once, then we're going to have a problem. Because we're going to need to figure out a way to reduce 3 players down to 2. And it might involve doing the whole 3-man round robin again until someone finally messes up. Or we'll just make them all best 2 out of 3s or something. Because I really don't want to do it based on who wins by how many stocks. Oh. That was an interesting trade. Hero hit Chrom with his own spike. Rather ironic, as that's what Chrom was doing for the majority of his games. Starting to manhandle Hero, though, trying to take this back. Trying to edgeguard him getting footstooled. This is why you do not go low to edgeguard is Chrom. So I think Chrom's best win condition now is hoping that Hero gets a kamikaze and doesn't kill Chrom in the process. After Chrom kills Hero in the next 30 seconds. Oh, he got the parry, but he didn't reshield. Well, that was an incredibly quick match that Hero wins. Alright, so the next match is Isabelle against Hero. Threw me off my groove. I was expecting a little more fight out of all of them. So losing that was absolutely detrimental for Chrom. Because at this point, if Hero wins this match, well, then I guess Chrom could beat Isabelle and still be in the tournament. If Isabelle wins, then Chrom needs to beat Isabelle to stay in the tournament again. And he can at best go for a bracket reset. But his fate is now determined. I mean, a good chunk of his fate is now determined by this match, which he has no control over. Of course, you know it would have been optimal for him to win every match he was in, but you can say that for everyone. Someone has to lose at some point. So, this is weird because these are two characters I actually have lengthy online experience with, but I don't think I ever fought them as each other. It's just how the online system works. Especially because for some reason once you get a character to Elite Smash, every other character is significantly easier to get in. Because of the way it's all tallied. It's a lot fewer matches you have to go through. And of course online adjustments and everything. Isabelle didn't pocket that. To be fair, it's a very fast-moving, large exploding projectile. With like 2 hitboxes, so if it hits something and they cancel each other out, you can still get killed by it. Just a weird feature of Kaboom. That up throw to forward air combo isn't real, by the way. Like, Isabelle got hit by it, but you're like never going to be able to get it on people. Just for anyone interested. Isabelle's doing a pretty good job of spacing out Hero, even though Hero does have a lot of ranged options. One of the problems with trying to camp as Hero is that because you have MP... Ooh, Isabelle almost just got killed for that. The third stage of Thunder has armor for part of it. Oh, but anyways, as Hero, if you're trying to out-camp the opponent, you will run out of magic power. Isabelle slingshotting Hero to death. You will run out of magic power, and then you can no longer camp the opponent, and you need to hit them with your sword. Which I think is good because it prevents even more camping in a game where, like, half the characters are known for camping. And the other half are known for being slow and or terrible. It's a lot more balanced than Smash 4, though, and all the other Smash games, so, you know, credit what credit's due. So the sad nature of the command select menu is that it's never there. That's a regrab. Is that it's never there when you need it. Usually whenever you're going for a quick option, you're looking for sizzle or ka-sizzle? Ka-frizzle? Anyways, the two fire spells that are... That's going to kill Hero unless he gets a zoom. But he went for up B. Alright. Isabelle wins that match. Meaning that match 3 will be Chrom against Isabelle. If Chrom wins, the bracket resets, and I guess we have to have everyone fight each other again. If Isabelle wins, then she moves on, and I guess Hero moves on. Did you see that slide? I saw that slide. It didn't look normal. Isabelle has apparently gotten in her groove, just assaulting Chrom with projectiles. Oh, a grab clash. It looks weird with the net. Oh, that's a very impressive snipe with Isabelle. Like, I know that Chrom is a very, I guess, gimpable character, but to hit him with the slingshot was a pretty tough shot to make. Doubly so when it's off screen. Of course, these are amiibo, so they don't have to worry about our humanly limitations. Down throw to forward air. That's a normal combo. I'm so proud of Isabelle. She also got like a 5-hit combo for amiibo. That's really good. Alright, Chrom finally makes it back to the stage. Pretty scary there for a little bit. Still doesn't know how to follow up after an up tilt. I don't think he has two... Ooh, he went for a spike there. The turnips had a bigger hitbox than the sword, though. How ironic. Well, no, it's not ironic, just unexpected, I guess. Should watch my language. Ooh, I think a down smash would have killed Chrom there. It might have been slow, though, too slow, though, because he was behind her, but... Is that a neutral out? Hitting it back on the stage, what are you doing? Any other move would have, except up air, probably would have killed him. Chrom knowing to avoid the slingshot. Isabelle almost getting killed for hanging out on the ledge with the fishing rod. Chrom's doing a great job of avoiding the offstage slingshot pellets, though. The thing is, air dodge is faster than directional air dodge, but it's very hard to neutral air dodge while drifting in a direction without accidentally directional air dodging and killing yourself. And Chrom went for another offstage edge guard and then just got killed at 17%. Well, I hope that taught you all a lesson about who can and who can't do what off stage.